I killed my dream clicker game, but by the end of this video, together, we're going to finish it. 18 months ago, I built a clicker game called Treevolution. It was 10 levels, almost done, but then one day I closed my laptop and I never went back. In the last video where I talk about my cookie clicker addiction, I made a promise to you that I would ship my own dream clicker game. I'm going to release it on itch.io for free so that you can play it as well. I knew that coming back to the game, the biggest challenge would be the maths. Every clicker you buy has to cost a percentage more than the last one. And so by the time you get to the 10th upgrade, it costs 4 times more than the first one. Oh my God, that's so hard. But there's an even bigger challenge that I never saw coming. But by the end of this video, I want to have a complete playable game, one that you yourself can follow the link in the description and go play it yourself. So let me show you what Treevolution actually is. You start on this tiny island, and every time you click the tree, you get 1 wood. You can upgrade your tools so you get more wood per clicks. And then you can also buy village elements. And as the village grows, it becomes a city. So by level 3, you have some houses. By level 5, you have some of these docks. By level 7, you start to get skyscrapers and offices. And by level 10, you've got this complete clicker metropolis. It's 10 levels of solid progression with several upgrade paths. And honestly, it was something that I was super proud of when I built this. And this is where I should have shipped the project, but I didn't, and scope creep won. But now I know coming back that it's time to actually face the mess of the code that I left behind, and also time to face the maths of the exponential cost curve that clicker games require. Trying to actually balance this math so that when I complete level 3, level 5 doesn't break, or when I complete level 5, level 6 isn't too easy. Oh man. So the maths problem in the game is basically what balances everything and is what will make the game a failure or a success. Every upgrade and every tool costs a percentage more than the last, but that percentage also has to compound as you progress through the game. Like, what the hell did I do here? I have not made this easy to myself. I don't know if you can see the size of this script here. Trying to make sense of what I did. And there's barely any comments. I spent an entire evening on this, testing, tweaking the numbers, and every time I fixed one upgrade or one level, the next one would break. Levels become too easy or just massively too hard. And I'm sure it's something I'm missing here that's probably quite straightforward, but yeah, it's really, really tricky. I found that I would balance the maths in level 1, but then by the time you got to level 4, it was way too easy or way too difficult. There seemed to be no middle ground. You know, axe cost times 1.2, axe output times 4. And by midnight, I was exactly where I'd started with no progress. The maths won this round. I've just been staring at this script for 45 minutes and trying to work out this exponential cost scaling for the maths curve of the clicker game. And it just seems no matter what I try, it just can't balance. If I'm honest with you, I haven't actually done much game development in the past several months. And so I'm rusty. And looking back at the 18-month-old code in this project and trying to understand what the old me had actually written. And of course, I was learning too. There's not many comments in this code. Where the hell is this script? There's a script that gets you from the intro of the game to the main game itself. It works, but I cannot find it. This turned out to be the biggest challenge of all. Developing a game that's 95% done from someone who didn't really know what they were doing for someone now who still doesn't really know what they're doing. I think this is a part of game development that people don't talk about so much. Coming back to old code is often harder than writing new code. because the code belongs to a version of yourself that doesn't even exist anymore. You have to almost reverse engineer your own brain in order to understand the code that you yourself wrote. And then I remembered the promise that I made to myself in my last video. This wasn't to be a game with all of the features, all of the ideas. This was just the original vision, 10 levels, clicker gameplay that I promised to ship. So I made sure to keep my scope small and just focused on the features that I needed to finish in order to get the game out. So I created a list which would be my minimum viable product. The list included having an end screen. I needed a button to be able to turn on and off the noise of the clicking audio. There were some bugs in the text here and there. I needed to balance this special bar on the side here so that it was more fair in how it worked for the player. Of course, the big one is the maths, balancing the pricing as well of the village upgrades to make sure that it's fair for the amount of clicks you have to do to receive the next upgrade, but also not too difficult. There was an achievement which was duplicated. I needed to fix that bug. And if I could get through all of the challenges of reading my old code and understanding what I'd produced before, then with that list, I knew I'd be able to ship the game. Okay, now when we purchase all of the upgrades, we get a little message just to let us know that the game is complete and we're now in free play mode. Okay, and that should be special bar complete. Writing bug fixed and duplicate achievement bug fixed as well. Okay, I've just gone through and balanced all of the costs for the upgrades for the village, and it seems perfect for now. Fingers crossed. It's actually working. It feels so balanced. I've been through a few times and tested it. And it just seems to be perfect. I think we've actually cracked it. And I actually think we're ready to ship this game. Every failed project, every game jam that I've entered, all led to this moment where finally the maths problem was solved and the game worked. And most importantly, it was balanced. And I'd actually managed to fight through the rust of my own game dev capability, understand the code that I'd left myself 18 months ago, which was pretty bad, by the way. And now we're actually ready to ship this game. And that's it. Treevolution has been shipped on itch.io to play. You can go ahead and play it right now. I'll link it in the description. Also, comment some features that you would like added. If this video gets 1,000 likes, then I'll add another feature to the game from the comments. If this video helped you in any way or has motivated you to go ahead and finish some of your own abandoned projects, then please let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. I hope we can see each other again on future videos, and I'll see you on the next one.